Imagine a future where Africa doesn't just consume technology, but truly owns its digital destiny. A future where innovation flourishes, data is secure, and economic growth is supercharged from within. This isn't a distant dream, it's the strategic imperative unfolding right now, deep beneath the surface of our interconnected world. Something quiet but profoundly powerful is happening across Africa. Beneath the sleek interfaces of mobile apps, the seamless flow of digital payments, and the ubiquitous presence of smartphones lies a new frontier of power, the data center. This is where the cloud truly resides, a physical manifestation of our digital lives. Understanding who owns these critical infrastructures and who controls the data within them is paramount. In the 21st century, data transcends mere information. It is the new currency of influence, innovation, and ultimately sovereignty. For businesses, this means competitive advantage. For students, it signals future career paths. For tech enthusiasts, it represents the very bedrock of digital transformation. Today, Africa hosts less than 1% of the world's total data center capacity. This stark reality means that a vast majority of data generated on the continent, be it personal communications, governmental records, or commercial transactions, is still processed, stored, or routed through foreign servers and networks. This reliance introduces vulnerabilities and inefficiencies. However, this landscape is rapidly transforming. The latest industry surveys project the African data center sector is poised for approximately 17.5% growth in 2025, a surge driven by escalating digital demand and strategic investment. This isn't just about technology, it's about economic empowerment. What you watch, what you buy, how businesses operate, and who sees it all is increasingly tied to whether Africa owns its digital basement. This presents an unparalleled investment opportunity for forward thinking businesses and a fertile ground for local talent. Consider the profound implications. What does it truly mean if your data resides overseas? For businesses, it translates to slower speeds, increased latency, and higher operational costs, directly impacting customer experience and market competitiveness. For governments, it means less control over critical national information, heightened cybersecurity risks, and diminished national oversight, compromising strategic autonomy. For citizens, the consequences include reduced privacy, a lesser stake in the foundational infrastructure that underpins their digital lives, and fewer local job opportunities. Shared digital infrastructure is now unequivocally recognized as a key pillar of national sovereignty and economic resilience. When a nation strategically invests in and builds its own data centers and cloud platforms, it doesn't just build infrastructure, it builds agency, fostering self reliance and innovation. This is a clear business strategy for long term growth and stability. Across Africa, a powerful movement is gaining momentum. In economic powerhouses like South Africa, Nigeria, and Kenya, major data center hubs are rapidly emerging, attracting significant capital and expertise. These developments are not accidental, they are the result of deliberate strategic planning. Governments are actively offering attractive tax incentives and establishing special economic zones to draw in crucial investment, recognizing the multiplier effect of digital infrastructure. Global tech giants and leading cloud providers are significantly ramping up their plans for African regions, seeing the immense untapped potential. For instance, a landmark deal with the International Finance Corporation, IFC, committed a substantial $100 million to develop data centers across Ethiopia, Angola, Mozambique, and other key markets. Even payments behemoth Visa Inc. strategically launched its first African data center in Johannesburg, a decisive move to reduce reliance on overseas infrastructure and enhance regional service delivery. These aren't merely business transactions, they are strategic maneuvers signaling a continent taking control of its digital future. The path to digital sovereignty, while promising, is not without its hurdles. Data centers are notoriously energy intensive, consuming vast amounts of power. In many parts of Africa, where power grids can be unstable or insufficient, this presents a significant constraint that requires innovative energy solutions and substantial investment in renewable energy infrastructure. This is an area ripe for green tech investment and sustainable business models. Furthermore, regulatory frameworks across the continent remain in various stages of development. Robust data protection laws, clear cloud residency rules, and streamlined cross border data flow policies are still evolving. Harmonizing these regulations is crucial for fostering a predictable and secure environment for businesses and investors. Perhaps the most critical challenge, and indeed an immense opportunity, lies in talent development. A staggering 61% of industry leaders emphasize the urgent need to build local training programs and cultivate a skilled workforce. Building Africa's digital backbone involves more than just laying fiber optic cables. It demands strategic investment in power infrastructure, the establishment of progressive legal frameworks, the cultivation of a highly skilled workforce, and a steadfast commitment to independence. For decades, Africa was often relegated to the periphery in global technology and data discussions. Today, this narrative is being rewritten with bold strokes. To control the data flows is to shape the narrative, influence public discourse, and drive innovation. To host the cloud is to host the value, creating local economic ecosystems and retaining wealth within the continent. To own the infrastructure is to limit dependence, safeguarding national interests, and fostering resilience against global disruptions. In an era defined by escalating cloud wars, fragile supply chains, and the explosive growth of artificial intelligence, Africa can no longer afford to be merely a guest in the global digital arena. It must strategically position itself as a host, a leader, and a key player. This is a strategic imperative for businesses seeking new markets, for students looking for impactful careers, and for tech enthusiasts eager to contribute to a transformative movement. The fight for Africa's digital future is not a silent one. It is a dynamic, strategic battle being waged in server rooms, through policy debates, and in the critical decisions about who gets to store and manage the continent's invaluable data. The implications for business strategy, investment opportunities, and the future of innovation are immense. The next time you swipe your phone, stream a video, or tap to make a payment, remember, behind every click, every transaction, there is a complex infrastructure, and behind that infrastructure lies immense power, economic potential, and strategic control. Africa's digital sovereignty is not just becoming real, it is becoming a dominant force. If you are a business leader seeking growth, a student charting your career, or a tech enthusiast passionate about innovation, now is the time to engage. Invest in Africa's digital future, explore the burgeoning tech ecosystem, and champion local talent. Because the cloud isn't just in the sky, it's beneath your feet, waiting for you to build upon it. We would greatly appreciate it if you can like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It brings joy to our hearts to be able to bring you so much information regarding the changing landscape of Africa and the world. We wouldn't want you to miss it. Until next time, my friends, stay safe and informed,